Hey, what is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I want to talk about one of my up-and-coming most favorite players. His name is Niklas Anttila. Obviously, most of you guys know who this guy is. He is the Finnish superstar that has been taking the Disc Golf Pro Tour by storm for the last few years. What I have pulled up here is his 2022 tournament results. His 2023 tournament results, we'll talk about some of his best finishes, where he fits in the landscape of Team Discmania and where he fits on the landscape of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. But Niklas is an absolute savage. So we've got his 2022 tournament results here. We have some really amazing finishes. We have Niklas Anttila taking 4th at the European Open. We also see him taking 2nd at the USDGC. And then a bunch of other really solid finishes throughout the rest of the season. But Niklas seems to be one of those guys that can show up to majors and put himself in a position to win. And the higher the stakes, the better Niklas will play in the event. So now we'll take a look at his 2023 tournament results, where we had some really awesome finishes as well. We saw him getting a few wins in European and Finnish events. Then we saw him come in 2nd at the Champions Cup, again putting himself in a position to fight for a win at a major event. And then we also saw top 10 finishes at Beaver State Fling and Texas States, and 7th at the USDGC, again putting himself in a position when it matters most to fight for the win. Now, Niklas is an absolute savage, and I absolutely love what he had to say in his interview. There are very few players on the Disc Golf Pro Tour who have this level of killer instinct. We have Paul McBeth, we have Ricky Wysocki, we have Gannon Buhr, and we have a few other players, but let's break down what Niklas had to answer, what his answer was to Nate Perkins' question in this interview.
How have you metabolized the loss since last Sunday?
Yeah, one more second place. I think being second is kind of complicated because at the same time you're happy about you playing good the whole weekend. You need to play good if you want to finish on podium these days. But of course, being second is like heartbreaking, and as an athlete, you never want to be second. In my mind, everyone but the winner is like loser, so I don't really mind if I'm like 2nd or 10th. I'm losing anyway, so yeah, that's kind of my mentality there.
And I absolutely love this mentality, and I think more players on the Disc Golf Pro Tour should share this mentality. He has that killer instinct. He is one of those guys, not sure if you guys follow bodybuilding, but Tom Platz always said he would rather die than be a loser. Niklas Anttila says if you're in 2nd, you're a loser, 3rd, you're a loser, 10th, you're a loser. He's Ricky Bobby style. If you ain't 1st, you're last. And I really love that mentality, and I think that's part of the reason why he's able to play so well on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, because he has that killer instinct. And with that killer instinct comes that next gear that separates the really good players from the great and the all-time greats. Now let's look at some Niklas Anttila moments, compliments of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. So shout out to them for letting us watch this round 1 for free and putting it on YouTube. Makes it a lot easier for me to cover this kind of thing for you guys. So we have Niklas on the green. This is an absolute savage Niklas Anttila moment. We have Niklas a little bit flustered. He got a time warning called on him before going into this putt. We have him tapping in for bogey on hole 9 and missing the 19-footer in absolute unfortunate fashion. The announcers are shocked, the competitors are shocked, the spectators are shocked. I'm sure Gannon Buhr was shocked, and it's one of those things, nobody really says anything, but everybody feels Niklas's pain on that putt. And then on the very next hole, I'm sure you guys have seen the clip. Let's hear what Philo and the boys had to say about this shot. Talk about a bounce back.
I like this angle. Get in! Yes! Niklas Anttila one hops into the basket. That's the way to bounce back.
after hole 9, you know.
Yeah, something got under his skin out there. You usually don't see guys so grumpy after an awesome ace like that.
We've been calling aces all day. This is a real one, Philo.
That was legit, man.
And the look on Niklas's face after he throws this in, he has an absolute angry scowl on his face. He's like, yeah, I just did that, and I'm absolutely pissed off right now. I'm going to get myself back into this tournament, and I'm going to forget that stupid time violation and stupid call on the last hole. Niklas is an absolute savage, and I love what he had to say in his interview, and I love the way that killer instinct reflects how he plays out on the course. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I am so excited to watch the whole team Discmania boys just battling it out against one another I hope they all stay with Discmania for the next decade, because watching Niklas and Gannon is gonna feel a lot like watching Paul Macbeth and Ricky Wysocki. We've got Niklas, the more smaller, compact guy with the super clean and crispy form. And then we've got Gannon Buhr, the tall, lanky, Ricky-type physique, just absolute all the throwing talent in the world. And it's going to be very fun to watch these guys battle it out with Kyle Klein. It's going to be so much fun to watch over the next couple of years. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You're watching Iceberg TV, and take care.